Good afternoon. My name is Michael Boxwell, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of EV Innovations. We're an electric vehicle manufacturer based in South Wales, and we're looking for £500,000 worth of investment, although as far as you're concerned, it's £6 million worth of investment, please. We're launching our first product, which is the vehicle you can see on the screens here, the Bluebird City, later on this year. It's a 3.5-ton commercial vehicle. So it's competing with vehicles like the Ford Transit and the Mercedes Sprinter. Production has already started, and the first customers received their vehicles in October. We've resolved the two biggest issues facing electric vehicles today with this vehicle. Firstly, range, and secondly, cost. With regards to range, we looked at this and said, well, we want to build a city vehicle, so range isn't massively important, but availability is. So we've made swappable batteries, and you can swap the batteries in this vehicle in about 4 minutes. So you can be basically at your depot, swap your batteries at lunchtime, swap them again in the evening, and use your vehicle all around the clock. In terms of cost, we've got a very efficient vehicle. We've also got a very cost-effective vehicle. This vehicle will sell at a comparable price to a Mercedes Sprinter or an Iveco Daily or a Ford Transit. What makes our business different from other electric vehicles out there is that we design vehicles from the ground up as electric vehicles. We haven't converted them from something else. That means we've got a very efficient vehicle. It means we've got a very cheap vehicle. We've got a design team that's been working together since the 1990s on electric vehicles. Our design team have been responsible for the Bluebird electric land speed vehicles, electric bus concepts, the Gemini electric car, which was launched a few years ago by another company, the XEV milk float, which was used by Express Dairies and was used to inspire the Modec electric van. We have a joint venture with a Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer, which gives us access to low-cost production, but also volume production capabilities, so we can produce tens of thousands of vehicles without having that cost of setting up the factories and running those factories ourselves. It also gives us fast product development abilities. So who are we? Well, my name is Mike Boxwell. I've been working with electric vehicles since 2003, so I'm the young guy there, because everyone else has been working with them since the late 1990s. I ran an electric bike distribution company back in 2003, which I sold in 2005. We became the biggest in the UK with 8 retail demonstration centres and 20 dealers around the country. I've been using electric cars myself on a day-by-day basis since 2006, and I run the largest electric car owners club in Europe, which has got 1,200 members, 500 of which use electric cars all the time. I've been providing electric vehicle consultancy since 2007 with companies like Riva, Volvo, Tata, in China, Eagle, working with them on how to get their vehicles into the market, and also working on battery management systems and the like. My co-directors, Martin Rees, Products and Projects Director. He's been running electric vehicle development since 1997. He's developed 3 generations of Bluebird electric land speed cars. He was responsible for the project development of the XTV milk float. And our chief designer, Paul Sparrow, has been developing EVs since 1998. He designed our Bluebird City. He developed the Gemini electric vehicle and an electric bus concept which was trialled by IKEA back in 2007. So who are our customers? We've got 2 branches of that. We've got consultancy services, and one of our customers is the Bluebird Trust, the land speed record-breaking vehicles from the last 100 years, originally driven by Malcolm Campbell, then Donald Campbell, and then Gina Campbell. They're still out wanting to break land speed records and water speed records. We're developing 2 vehicles for them at the moment. Sorry, 3 vehicles actually, but 2 in particular. The Bluebird GTL Formula E racing car, which we're doing for the FIA Formula E Championship, which starts in 2014. We demonstrated that, or showed the concept of that in the centre of London at Haymarket in June. And the Bluebird BE4, which is the next generation of land speed record-breaking vehicle, which we are aiming to hit 500 miles an hour with an electric vehicle. That makes it the fastest wheel-powered car in the world. It's faster than any petrol or diesel-powered car has ever gone. We're also working for another manufacturer, which I can't say who it is unfortunately today, developing a new electric light delivery vehicle. So they'll be manufacturing it and we're designing it on their behalf. For our retail customers with these vehicles, we're targeting retail logistics, so couriers, postal companies. We've also got a lot of interest from local government and the public sector. The way we're going to get to market is setting up countrywide distributors. We're about to announce who the UK distributor is. We're also setting up a US distributor, and we're looking to get across Europe in 2013 and 2014, and also looking to get this into the Chinese market also next year. We got some new projects. First of all, we got new versions of the Bluebird City. We've got a heavy goods vehicle version which we're developing at the moment. We've got a version with a 200-mile range, which we also want to get ready for launch next year. Another project is One World EV. This is a joint venture with our Chinese partners. And the concept is to come up with an electric vehicle that can be flat packed, shipped anywhere around the world, and then final assembly carried out using hand tools in any factory, any part of the world. So it can be optimized for the requirements of that country and that customer base. All relatively small vehicles, light electric cars and vans. The first one which we're planning to launch is a 5-door hatchback, which would have a end-user target price of between £7,000 and £10,000. We'll also have a light van which would come from that. So the idea is that any country, if they want an instant motor industry, they can have them. If you can get electric cars into a market that's optimized for that market. So we're talking to people in Bhutan and India and South Africa and Mexico, as well as here in the UK, about building different variants of these cars. What we're looking to spend the money on is this new sort of development and new investment. We've got funding to complete our current projects already. We've spent about £2.5 million in development so far. But when we looked at the opportunities to fast-track the projects and see what we could do, if we had additional money, we realised that actually we could really make this business fly and grow very much quicker. So we could ramp up production quicker, we could launch in new countries, and get these new vehicles out into the market much quicker than otherwise possible. Without investment, our business looks quite good already. We'll break even this year. We're looking to make a £380,000 profit next year and a £1.1 million profit in 2014. With a £500,000 investment, however, we look to make a profit of £1.1 million next year and a £7.4 million profit in 2014 on a projected turnover of £24 million. The return of investment, we would be expecting to pay dividends from 2014 onwards. We're also looking to spin off some of these other projects into separate businesses. Now, those could be sold. So we would retain the design and intellectual property rights to the vehicles and the ongoing development, but the actual production of them and the ongoing sale opportunities could be a totally different company, and we could sell those to raise finance that way. I think we're living in exciting times. I think there's some very exciting new electric vehicles out there now, and some very exciting designs coming up for the future. And I think that we can be at the forefront of that. We're an exciting company. We've got some exciting products both now and for the future. We've also got a proven track record in electric vehicle design. So come and talk to us. Thank you very much.
You kept on saying that you are the best EV. I'm a logistics company. I don't care for EV. I have my vans with diesel. They go to a central delivery point. Why should I incur all that capital cost to switch?
If you're looking at the same sort of purchase price for an electric vehicle compared to a diesel vehicle, if you look at all our competitors, their electric vehicles are twice the price. Ours aren't.
I'm not talking about an electric vehicle.
Okay, so if you're looking
I don't care for electric vehicles.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Would you like to save £200 a month on diesel costs? Would you like to have a fixed price for your running of your vehicles all the time?
I would consider it.
Okay, and that's what we're offering. And what we're finding is that because we're a similar
then I have to
purchase
switch.
Why do you need to switch?
Okay, tell me why I shouldn't switch.
If you say, as you are at the moment, the price of your fuel is going up and up, you don't know where your fuel is going to cost in a year's time. All you do know is it's going to cost more than it does now. With something like this, you've got fixed pricing. You know exactly what it's going to cost you this year, next year, the year after. What we're finding is that fleet managers are interested in this vehicle, whereas before only the head of environmental services in business would be interested in it. Right. And what they'll find is that it's not suitable for everyone, because a lot of fleets will have maybe a van that does 200 miles a day. Well, you wouldn't want to use one of these. But for your shorter distances, this works better. Also, compared to something like a Ford Transit, this vehicle's got a half-ton bigger payload. So you can put more on it on this compared to a Ford Transit or a Mercedes Sprinter. So you can put more stuff on there for your shorter journeys.
Right. Now you say you did a million, and you want to do these JVs. Let's just pick one.
Okay.
In China.
Yes.
With 500,000. Okay. Tell me, your 8 hours, 7 hours time difference. Huge scale.
Yes.
In terms of capital, in terms of customers.
Yes.
You're here. How are you going to manage that? What are you going to do?
The benefit of working with the Chinese, first of all, is...
I know the benefit.
Okay.
No. I know the benefit, and I know the market. What are you going to do? You're in Wales. I mean...
You're right, it's logistically hard. But we've developed this vehicle working with the Chinese already, so we've got that expertise and the relationship. It's very much a relationship business, working with them. We found to work well with the Chinese, they've got to see some real huge benefits for them.
Sure.
And the way, funnily enough, we got in touch with the company in the first place, they got in touch with us. They saw a photograph of a vehicle and said, we're trying to copy this and we're having trouble. Could you come and help us?
No. I think you're good. I'm talking about you're in Wales.
Yes.
You're going into China.
Yes.
You have to make money. You're small. They're big. How are you going to manage all of that? That's my question. Not whether the market is good. The market is good.
Yeah.
I have no problem with the Chinese market. It's how are you going to manage that, and how are you going to manage value? I would ask the same question if you're doing it in San Diego. Okay.
Well, the joint venture works in two ways. Firstly, obviously, now the vehicle's in production, we're buying vehicles from them as if it looked like a customer relationship. Obviously, we're getting we're buying this vehicle and nobody else can. But effectively, that's a customer-based relationship. So you're
going to make things there, or you're going to sell from here? What are you going to sell?
That vehicle is being made in China,
right?
And
what
being
would you
built
sell?
Selling over
from here? You're in Wales. What would you sell with the 500,000?
Sorry.
You're looking for 500,000.
Yes.
What would you make, and what would you sell to that joint venture in China?
Right. Okay.
So what's your contribution?
For that, basically, the One World EV project, we have been working. The Chinese have developed have paid for the development of the chassis and the drivetrain components, which they're using on one of their existing vehicles already. So what part we bring to it is the design of the body styling and getting the whole design so it can be flat packed. But a lot of that work is being done in China. We're telling them what we want them to do, and they're doing it.
Okay. Can you make money in the UK?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you perhaps talk about your battery system and any other areas of technology where you've done a lot of internal development?
Okay, well, the battery system we're using very low-tech batteries. We're using lead acid. The benefit of that is they are very reliable, and they're easily replaceable. You can manage the whole maintenance of the batteries much more simply than you can with lithium. What we've done, which is clever with it, is the way we do the battery management of those batteries. The issue people have always had in the past with lead acid batteries is that you can either have something which gives you lots of power, i.e. as you accelerate, or you can have a good energy use, i.e. long distance travel. What we've been working on is making sure you have a good compromise between both, and we've actually got a very good battery management system on there, which gives us exactly that. So basically, with a set of batteries which costs £1,200, we're getting similar performance to what a lot of our competitors are getting with £20,000 worth of batteries. But it's all down to software and lots and lots of research into how we get the best out of those batteries. And lots of testing, about 250,000 miles worth of testing to do that.
Thank you very much, Michael.